few days ago, I was playing your song on the radio.
Okay. Which one of them?
One of the songs with Joe Metal. I think it was
You Rain.
You Rain, huh?
Yeah.
You Rain. Yes, You Rain. And George Adu entered and he was like, "That's some good music." Who is that?
Oh man, George.
Then I mentioned you. Oh, no, that's Jeshrun. No, it's Eric Jeshrun. Like, no,
man.
Is it the same person?
It's definitely the same person, Andy.
But why have you changed the name?
Well, Andy, we're having issues with spellings and pronunciations everywhere we go. And top of mind in this game is really, really important. Like, you should be able to mention Sarkodie easily. You should be able to mention the artist name.
Oh, you mean Sarkodie is struggling?
I know, right?
Sarkodie.
Yes, but the spelling is not too difficult, right?
Right.
Yes, but I realized that Jeshrun, people had issues pronouncing, especially when I get out of Accra into the hinterlands. You know.
Yes, it will be this Jeshrun.
Jeshrun, all manner of names,
Okay.
and then when I go outside of Ghana, then Ochiri also becomes a problem, especially in Nigeria, where I used to go very often before COVID. Okere and all of that. And I realized it was happening online as well. That's where we're alarmed. So people rather search for my songs with the featured artists. So if you go on YouTube right now, you see Healing Stream, a lot of people searching it as Healing Stream Nathaniel Bassey.
Oh, I see.
Because it's easier for them.
Because you featured Nathaniel Bassey.
Yes, I featured Nathaniel Bassey on that song. For example, if I had not done that till now when I'm doing this with Joe, then they'll rather say You Rain, Joe Metal, so that they can find it easier.
Right.
Then your top of mind is reducing.
Okay.
So realize the music was bigger than the personality. People didn't. A lot of people know the songs, but they don't know the person. So we sat and thought about it. And management felt that okay, your full name is Eric Jeshrun Ochi. You used Jeshrun Ochi for the past years. But why not do Eric and Jeshrun? At least Eric is easier, so you give people the option to. Unfortunately for gospel artists, I don't know who brought the rule, but we always have to have two names. Like you can't have like a Stone Boy or.
Oh, you can have Jeshrun.
Yeah.
For me, it would have been better.
Again, wanted to fit into the trend of gospel artists.
Ah, man, you dare to be different.
I know, right?
I'm trying to do a simple exercise.
Okay.
So I'm getting on YouTube now.
Okay.
Now I want to search for Jeshrun. So it's
This is very scientific.
Jeshrun, right?
Yes.
So Jeshrun.
Yes.
Like Jeshrun Run.
Yes.
Okay. So let's check. Okay. So while I check, let's enjoy You Rain. I'm done with my exercise. Now, this is what I found. So I just typed Jeshrun, and you are the only person appearing in the trends.
Awesome.
You are the only person. You are the only Jeshrun.
It's unique, right?
It's unique. So there's
a chance of working with
yes,
Jeshrun
you can better still
only.
drop the Eric and keep Jeshrun. Just Jeshrun.
The other problem is resonance.
Okay.
You know, it's not a common name, and that's why it's unique.
Good.
But then we're using the common.
Is it in the Bible?
Yes. Deuteronomy 33:24.
Who was he? Was he doing miracles?
That's actually another name for Jacob. So my dad already had a Jacob, and then he added. He wanted to repeat. He likes the character Jacob. So
okay.
that's Jacob when he changed.
Okay.
Yeah, but we wanted the Eric to be like a pull or a push for the Jeshrun, because then some people were unable to pronounce it for as much as it was unique. But I mean, it's working now. Ever since the name change or the adjustment in the name, if you want the rebranding, like our YouTube numbers have gone up a lot more. Top of mind has increased. It's a difficult job though, rebranding. I mean, I was trying to talk to Jimmy and of One Nation. I mean, how they did the whole Jana window to a Fiat thing. I was just asking them how they did all those things, and it's not easy. It takes a while, but once we're putting out content consistently, I think it'll work.
So this your recent album, okay, your last album,
Yes,
the Healing Stream, huh?
Yep.
Healing Stream, and this was released like what, a year ago?
This song was released.
No, I'm talking of the album.
The album was actually released this past August during
But the songs on
yes,
there,
the Healing Stream song, which is the lead song, was released like 3 years ago.
the title track was released about 3
years ago. Yes, and something happened during the lockdown. It became like an anthem for everybody when it felt like the world needed healing. So I think Sonny Badu was the one who started and said, look, all this while he's been singing the song, and then Nathaniel Bassey posted, and then Jometto posted that this is a song that comes to mind when we all received the COVID shock, you know.
Oh, I see.
And so that's when I was prompted that this could be a sign that it's time to just put the body of work together. So we put together 10 songs that...
So you released it as a single?
I released it as an album. So I brought it back, the Healing Stream, 3 years ago, and then added 9 other songs to that, so to make the 10 songs for the Healing Stream album. And it's really, really done well. Like, the feedback is just amazing, you know.
You brought me when you brought me the album.
Yeah, I remember.
There was something in there. I mean, the package, beautiful packaging.
Thank God.
I don't know who put it together.
Lash and Lily's, greetings to Lily, amazing girl. One of our team members did that for us.
Beautiful package. Now, when I got home, baby last, my daughter.
That's the real owner.
Yeah, I said the real landlady. He says, Daddy, me, I'm a Dada B. Yeah, I swear, Dada ba. So she opened the pack. No one asked her to, and she broke the candle. No, it comes with the candle. There's a glass in there.
Yes.
And it fell, boom. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man.
You cry.
No, we have to replace that. We'll replace that.
And I've been wanting to tell you, but...
No. We'll have to replace it. I mean, we have to actually send a special one to her. Yeah, she will have it.
Yeah. So, the Healing Stream came back, and it did some magic for you.
It did.
During the lockdown.
Yes.
Wow. So is it on sale now?
Yes, it's on sale. It's everywhere.
It's digital stores?
Yes, online. And we interestingly got some. That's what actually sparked the whole debate with Socrates about whether physical CDs were selling.
Because I was about going there.
Yes, I met him at Onia FM, and I was telling him that we were getting a lot of requests for CDs. And I'm like, so we had to quickly print CDs. I was shocked. We've sold like a few hundreds of CDs.
Really?
Thus far, from August till now.
In Ghana?
Yes, in Ghana. I'm shocked. So we have it in the shell shops, Airport, Hacho, East Legon, Wales.
You've even forgotten.
Bachona, Dansoman, like a few shell shops have CDs of that. And then we have it on pen drive as well.
So they're purchasing from these shops?
I'm shocked though. I don't know if it's in the hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands that the potential demand, but I think people still prefer to have that CD and the CD cover with your face on it or something, or maybe you sign it. I don't know what the value is because I thought we had completely moved, but people also like that.
So, okay, if you make the comparison, do you think the CD sales are they are doing well or doing better than digital sales?
I would not say that.
No, I mean, I'm talking about your album.
My CD.
Yes.
No, digitally I'm doing better. Way
okay.
better. On TuneCore, my figures are way better than.
Then I'm sure.
Of course, I could have. Yes, but I brought that up because of the shock. I thought we had totally departed from the CD era. But I'm also realizing that like my car has a CD player. I don't use it often though. I don't
remember the last time I slotted a CD.
But there are some people who still want, that. It's not completely out. That's what I learned. And perhaps people get value from seeing your face, keeping like as a souvenir sort of, And the joy of signing CDs.
It makes you a star.
Yeah, it makes you feel like
it makes you a star. Yeah. All right, so let's sample the album. Let's listen to some of the songs. So track 1 is what Nyankopong.
Yes, Nyankopong.
The same voice you are using to sing is the same voice you are using to talk.
I don't think so. I think my talking voice is slightly different from my singing voice. And I think radio has had some influence on the difference in how I talk. I sound more masculine when I talk and like mid high range when I sing.
Your voice is sexy.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
But I mean,
Okay,
yours is sexier.
Okay, so let's check out track 2. Pretty soon we'll get to know you much better. All right. So what Onyo is it?
Onyoma.
Onyoma. What's it mean?
So Onyoma means doer of good. So I woke up one morning. I was preparing to go for a wedding, and then the whole Onyoma thing comes. I get the melody. Chineke Onyoma, Onyoma. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what the meaning of this is, but I had heard Chineke before. I mean, of course, in Nigerian movies, when people shout Chineke, so then I recorded it and later took my time to go to the studio, build up the verse, and then invited the Nigerian sister Blessing Ohaneli to feature on that.
Good vibe. Yeah, good vibe.
Thank you, Andy.
Good vibe. And all of these are live recordings.
Yes, I record them live. I record all my songs live. I like music. I like the music in the song. So I like to put in a lot of music. Like, when I talk about music, I mean the instruments and everything like that. So it's live. I play everything live. And then we take it to the studio and work on it.
So it costs a lot.
Yeah,
to record live.
You have to do it well if you want to do it. The first thing about music for me is that it's not just a passion. For me, it's my life. It's the very air I breathe. So I when I spend on it, it's like I'm spending on my health. And then I realize that it hits differently when you do things like these. People find themselves in the song. They may not even know the song, but you want to imagine. I think music should have a visual effect on people. Like when they are listening, they should be,
there must be a picturesque.
Exactly.
Some visuals.
Exactly. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of our modern music expires very early, because of a lot of, I don't want to go. You don't want because it's like fast. It's like fast food music. We just go on the vibe and leave out the music. But the reason why you're still singing, I'm going to start a song. I'm sure you sing. I'm going to need you.
Yeah, of course.
You are waiting for when you go. Dana dana dana.
Yes. You feel the music.
It's all part of the experience, but Andy does it, and then
that guy is listening.
Which guy? Andy does it.
No, the guy that says that.
Which one?
No, the guy that does music like that.
No. Andy Dusty. No. I'm not talking about any particular person. Actually, I'm talking about Andy Dusty. I don't know. You mean your own team in Bome. But that's the problem. I think we need to bring back music into the system. Like, big ups Richie and what they're doing. Big ups Joe Met. Like the gospel guys there. I know a lot of us do a lot of live stuff, but we need to bring music that stays. This song, you can listen to it in the next 10 years. That's how come I'm able to bring Healing Stream back on an album, and it feels so fresh. It feels so new, But
Charlie, Nathaniel Bassi. Was it difficult getting him?
Well, yes and no. I mean, so we had him here for, I do August worship, for our concert twice already. And so when the song idea came up, I actually got the song on my way to minister in his church, in their church in Nigeria. And the theme for the program was Healing Stream. So on the flight, the melody, that's how it happens for me. Like, especially the hooks and the melodies just come to me.
Right.
And then when I went to the church, I decided to give it a try. So I just said, and it caught up. It felt like a song that people already knew.
Oh, so they were just vibing along
with it. And then when I came back to Ghana, I recorded and invited the brother to feature on it, and he graciously did.
Did you pay?
Yes, but not as much as I should have.
But okay, so as much as
well, let me be honest about it. Look, he literally did it for me for free. But I had to give him a gift. So let me put it that way. If you say, did you pay? It sounds like, did he charge you?
Of course.
That's what you wanted to say.
Yes.
No. He didn't charge me for that.
So, no. Be very honest.
No. It was based on a relationship.
Okay.
I mean,
so
I would have
album,
been proud to say I paid premium price for it, but I didn't.
Okay, so on the album you worked with Joe Metal,
Yeah.
Efe Grace. Efe Grace is a beautiful,
Awesome
fantastic
lady.
singer.
I worked with
You know,
Irene.
that lady gave us a hard time. You know, the VGMA board. You know, we will listen to her songs.
Look,
And Charlie, who is this Efe Grace girl? Like,
anyway, but she's amazing.
yeah, an amazing singer.
I didn't want to get into controversial ground, but like she's the real deal. Like, you know, she carries that grace. Like her name sounds exactly.
People are asking of your Twitter handle.
Well, I'm no more on Twitter.
Why?
Because my account was suspended for whatever reason. I don't know. And then I tried to retrieve it. I've just been trying so hard. It's just too difficult. So if there's anybody out there, please hit me up on Instagram and help me at Eric Jeshrun on Instagram. But my Twitter handle should be at Eric Jeshrun. But currently I don't have control over it.
Right. That's very helpful.
And Twitter hasn't given me an explanation. This some long thing.
You can sue them.
Hey.
You can sue them.
And you pay the legal fees.
Sue them.
No, they have. I mean, now they are marking people's tweets as inconsistent and all that, inaccurate. Hey,
So once I'm there, you just can't suspend without any proper explanation. So.
There was, I said, some long.
Or they
English.
give you something. So all you do is I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I flouted any of the community rules, but yeah. So I'm working on that.
But let's get to know you much better. So what, you are Ashanti?
Yes, me a bunu ni Ashanti. Me free Yenya also.
Yenya also in Kumasi?
Yes.
Obi free Yenya also?
Why no?
No, I'm asking.
Obi free ho. Share. Andy, it's Gabu every year now. Yanni, Casaro, what you say?
I like the way you say.
Well, I had every ho. It was yet the other go for
America.
My dad is a Bono and an Ashanti. My mom is 100% equipping from Edukrum.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm free, but I say, America for a loud when we
too much. Okay, so let's look at your upbringing. How was it when you were growing up?
It was very difficult. It was very difficult, not because we were not blessed, but because of, especially when I became a teenager, Andy, my understanding of the world and how things should work was totally different from how my dad wanted the world to be. Like young guy, I wanted to explore. But I'm born to a Pentecost elder who felt that, you know what I mean? He felt life should go a certain way. So I had a lot of issues with daddy, you know, growing up. Now he's my best friend.
When you say issues, like what?
You know, church leaders have a way they want their children to be. And I was naturally born, you know, people in the creative, want it. Like I realized now when I grew up, I realized actually I gave this man a tough time. Oh, I wanted to go out. But so there was always friction between me and my dad, you know, at home. That was the difficult part. I mean, I felt like he didn't. At a point, I even had a dream that my real dad had, you know, Jimmy Seven and say, oh, he wasn't my real dad. I had a dream my real dad had come from Germany. So I had issues with my parents because naturally, I was aggressive. I was outgoing. I wanted to get things done. I started learning the guitar at the age of 12. Like, I bought a guitar. My dad broke it. My grades started going down. But I don't know. It was passion. Something was pushing me. I could hear. We lived in Flat Top, around Tesano. Those times I could hear Amachi Dede and the Super High Kings band play from La Paz.
Okay.
I will walk there.
Just to go and listen.
It was be a woman like I would just walk there and go and listen to them. By the time I come home, the gate will be locked.
Yeesh.
You have to jump the wall. The next morning you'll be beaten. So it was difficult because I didn't also understand. And this goes to parents out there. Charlie, not all of us will be academicians, you know. Fortunately or unfortunately, I started doing very well in school earlier. So when he saw that my interest was really drifting too much music and my grades were coming down, then Charlie, the guy had to fight for his money that he was paying.
Well, I can relate.
So
I can relate.
it was a lot of trouble until now, like just about the past, let's say 9-10 years, when he started seeing, people will call and say, "Chalo ban betunyu wa sorry, mami bino yare ni ho tono." He started for a long time. I wasn't attending my dad's church, my dad's assembly of Pentecost, because Chale menene misa. But Lawrence Tete, I think when I was in university second year, Dr. Lawrence Tete came to preach on the dangers of offense. And I was singing right by him on stage. And he was pointing to me, "Oh, yeah, no, Papa, you know how Dr. Lawrence Tete." And it was like the guy was talking to me. So I went home, begged. On Yamishu, he did everything he had to do as a father. But just a clash of... And I'm very careful with my daughter. I just want to allow her to explore, because he had a vision for me. He wanted me to become an accountant. I was forced to write second NOVDEC in Form 2. So by the time I was in SS3, I was in UPSA over the weekend, IPS at the time, doing ACC. I have ACCA Part 1 and Part 2. Namiadum, I did well with all the papers.
Congrats.
And then I wrote SSC as well and passed. But the music thing was music, talking, ministry. That was what's really, I didn't learn that much. But when the exam time comes, I try to do my best, and that was the little conflict that came until when
all this while your passion was in music. Had you found Christ yet?
No, it was the music that excited me. It was the music. That's why I'm talking about people like Amachi the day I'll listen to. Like, when my uncle helped me a lot. My uncle liked reggae.
Okay.
So, he would just say, "Forget your father, I'll come and sit in my car and I'll keep listening and buying books and learning songs." And so perhaps they could have taken me to the music school or something. Because I started learning the guitar on my own, self-taught. Just giddy, 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 giddy. I'll just be rehearsing for hours. But as God will have it, here we are. I worked in corporate for a while. I worked as a business development manager for a microfinance company. We're doing well. But after a while, 2015, I said, "You know what? I can't do this again."
How did you become a Christian?
So hey, Andy. Well, I think I really had my real Christian experience. I was going to church as an eldest son and everything, but I had my real Christian experience when I got to Legon. When I got to the university was when I really knew God for myself. I wake up and pray on my own, and it's not like an organized church service. I'll buy a Bible to sit down and study for hours. I realized I was reciprocating my love to God, but I knew He loved me. I was conscious of His love. But my response to it, I think, was when I got to the university.
What was that breaking point?
My departure from my addiction to masturbation, which I want to stop talking about, because I was
never heard you talk about that.
Really? Maybe on this platform, but see that lady this I was strongly addicted to masturbation and pornography and stuff like that. And then while I was in the university, I had an encounter with someone who sort of, like the woman by the well, told me my secret. Nobody knew it. Because you never know what I do in my secret. Someone told me, "Look, listen, you're great outside, but you're struggling on the inside. This is the challenge you have, and it's led you to do ABC." And it wasn't just masturbation. I was doing some small smoking on the side, occasional smoking when I get in my group and the guys that I roll with. And for somebody to see, I was also a very private person. So for somebody to know and how I felt on the inside, because I was really like, when I come, I'll bring the party alive and everything. But when I go, and all of that, and for somebody to see into me, gave me that experience that God was there and God was seeing what was happening deep down inside me. And that's how.
But at the time, were you not into women? Did you not have a girlfriend?
I did, but church identity and everything.
So you couldn't.
You don't want to. You don't want to get intimate with a woman. Rather, you'd rather, because a hunts and some so doesn't. I mean, if my people who do those things are out there listening, they know you want to avoid the. That's the psychology that comes with it.
Pressure.
Yes, you want to avoid the pressure and the trouble of all of that, and maybe somebody even going to say somewhere that this guy has done this to me, or I have to do this. I mean, it's not like now that sex is. Oh, MJ.
I know.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, it is something that needs to be talked about.
Yeah.
Because look, it's good you've brought this up. If I tell you now, it has reduced, but I received countless messages from people who are addicted to masturbation. Listen, at one time, let me share this with you. So I was here working, and a guy sent a message. Forgive me if secrets are being revealed, but I mean, it was an open message anyway. He posted it on my wall, and then later on reached out to me in my DM as a private message. Now, what he wrote outside in the full glare of people, it was a public message he posted, that he's addicted to masturbation and that he has a job interview on Monday, and he doesn't know how it will feel. From the information he's getting, it's going to be a long queue, and it is something he has to leave, go and do it in the washroom and come back.
Andy, I used to be there. I used to leave the lecture hall. I just want to move away from that, sharing that story, because I feel like, look, Andy, alone, by the grace of God, I've helped over 200 and something young men, including some who are even pastors.
Jesus.
It's a struggle. It's something we don't talk about. And when you raise this issue, people go like, but is it a sin? Nah. Anything that, idea shell someone now, you can't control it. Like a junkie who beg for money. You're going for an interview, and your biggest problem is, how will I be able to take a break and go and masturbate and come? It's an oppression. I don't want to preach this morning, but yeah, it's an oppression. And, young people, because people are read and, they go like, even medically it's great and everything. Well, I leave it to people who don't believe in it. But for me, I felt liberated from it. The past 12 years or so has been really amazing for me. I have to be able to choose my own suffering. But when now the thing I'm addicted to controls me, there's a problem. Money.
It's a crazy thing, yeah. Hey, Dada. Okay, so you... Listeners...
No, it's a conversation that has to be had. Look, there are many... I've had... I can't put it out, but some artists even reach out to me when I've shared it a lot of it. I mean, there was a time when it was trending I shared it with Zion Felix and everything like that. It's not a joke. Many men, grown men, young men are struggling with masturbation. And sometimes struggling, and it's messing up marriages. Because when you are in that, Charlie, the least thing your wife could do, you bore.
Yeah.
I mean, you can satisfy yourself, so Charlie.
I don't need you like that.
Forget. It's a big problem. And if you're out there listening and you have that issue, the earlier you deal with it, the better.
So how do you help people? Do they come to you?
Well, there are a lot of them that I dealt with on the internet, especially people outside. Like I send them messages, WhatsApp, and then we connect you to counselors. It's a process. Something you've built over 5-10 years. And I realize that most people picked it from college or secondary schools. So they've done it for years. So we have to sort of reverse the habit. I'm not a professional counselor. I just finished Trinity Theological Seminary, and counseling was part of the course that I did. And so now I can say I have some knowledge of counseling. But at the time, I wasn't a professional counselor. So I just help you with like prayer and telling you my testimony, my story, and how it worked. Then I connect you to a counselor because there's a psychological aspect to it. And then there's also prayer. Because, Charlie, sometimes it will just take God.
So are you married now?
Yes, I am.
For how long?
Yes, I've been married for getting to 3 years, and I have a daughter. Yeah, I'm married to Lady Chris. Yeah.
Who's Lady Chris? Is she
That's
a singer?
my wife. No. She's not in the industry. She used to work with Noguchi, but now she's doing some project on COVID in Canada. She's a biomedical scientist.
We are about ending the interview. Let me read some tweets. People are. It's a crazy world we're living in. Okay. Zachariah Adams Abdul Amin said, Daddy, please, this masturbation. Daddy, please, I really need help in it. Please, I'll send you a DM concerning it. Oh, son.
I could pass mama.
See?
Yeah, but it's people need help. I'm telling you. Look.
This guy was with me a few days ago. It was his birthday, so I invited him over. And we spent although I was very busy when he came, but we didn't spend too much time talking. Okay, now he continues to say, please ask him, will he allow his children to do secular music? If yes, is he ready to support?
That's a
tough one, yeah. Because you just mentioned that, allow the children to explore. I want my daughter to explore. So now your daughter wants to work with FPL.
Proverbs chapter 22 verse 6 says, train up the child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. I have a responsibility to bring up my children in a way that Christ is instilled in them. I think the only thing that has kept me from getting into secular music, because I get ideas. Like I get all this, you know what I mean? Yeah. I get ideas. I even give out songs to people who, like some underground artists who want to do that. So I get the ideas. But one thing that's kept me is mommy's prayer, like the 4 a.m. prayer every morning. Like they've instilled something in me that makes it very difficult for me to depart from it. And between now and when they grow, is my opportunity to, if I'm not able to do that, and they now are making choices for themselves, what would you do? Would you kill them? You can't.
I see. Ojiwangana says, hey, the man must be a stubborn gentleman.
Forgive him.
And I respect this man. He has earned my respect. God will surely bless you.
Amen.
Respect times 200,000 for him.
Amen.
Nice. Original Slice says, and most Christians always blame the devil for their troubles. I believe the reflection you see when you stand in front of the mirror is the devil himself. I believe our troubles are results of our actions. So I want to ask Mr. Otri, who his definition of the devil is?
Charlie, your listeners, where them from?
Hey, Wiki.
That's a philosophical question. Very deep. My definition of the devil. Andy, I think that the devil lives in all of us. The devil is me and you. Because, like yesterday I was reading a scripture in Psalm 115, and it says that the high heavens belong to God, but he has given the earth to the sons of men. So any evil you are seeing on the face of the earth is being perpetuated by men. The devil has no relevance on the earth. Let me help myself. Has no relevance on the earth unless they work through men. So people can be devils.
F. says, please, Eric Jeshrun's music is good. I really like them.
Thank you.
Ask him whether he has left EIB network.
Oh, Charlie, by your listeners,
They've taken it very easy on you.
I'm still at EIB network. Yeah.
Because I used to listen to your Dawn broadcasts.
Yeah, but the frequency 91.9 Live FM is not in the hands of EIB. I'm sure it's in the public domain, so I can talk about it any longer. But I'm on 103.5 Star FM. I was just talking to Hagla about it before I came on air. It's a very sharp transition, like moving from, I like the Hitz FM, Live FM, YFM kind of audience.
The youthful.
Yes, and I've moved to a Star FM, Joy FM kind of audience. So psychologically, I'm adjusting. So I took some time off from my management just to sort of frame myself. The way I preach is very different from like the kind of preaching you hear in church. Yeah, it's kind of rugged, like youthful, So I'm trying to adjust and fit into that platform so I can get the right feedback, and also try to move my audience from that platform to this new platform where I am now. But I don't know why the person is answering.
Okay, but how did you get on? How did you get on radio?
Interesting. So one of my concerts, August Worship, I started as an underground, but I had a lot of following because I did a lot of high school and university outreaches. So one day I invited Bolare to one of my concerts.
Was he your friend?
Yes, I knew him.
Okay.
I knew him, but from a distance. I wasn't like I am with him now. And he saw the crowd. The following year, we partnered to do the event.
Okay.
Yeah, with Star FM. And it was really great. I think that was the second time I brought Nathaniel Bassey to Ghana. And then he was like, Charlie, you have a lot of youthful following. Why not bring your guys? Let's come together and do something on Star. But at the time, I also had a day job. So I decided to pick the dawn slot before Jay Foley comes on air at the time, and Jeremy. So I did 4 to 6, and then Jay Foley would take on from 6 to 9. Yeah.
I see. So you had no broadcast
radio?
Yes.
That's what people think, but I didn't have any. But I just took 6 months to listen. I listened to you. I listened to a lot of people. I just wanted the sound, and I read a few books. I went to listen to Hot, in the US. I listened to The Breakfast Club. I just wanted that youthful vibe.
You were listening to Hot 97.
Yes, I did. I listened to that.
Even if they were playing gospel, cry, rap the inside is too.
That's the kind of vibe, because you can't reach out to people with your own idiosyncrasies. Like, if you have a certain audience, the content you are putting out has to appeal to that audience profile. So we put that together and it really worked. I think in 1 year, we got several awards, AGMA, RTP, Gospel Show of the Year. I don't know, 4 to 6.
No, as I said, I used to listen. Back then, each time I would be driving to work.
And that's the interesting thing. I had a lot of radio presenters listening.
And at one time, you were talking about something. And in fact, when I came here, I repeated it.
Wow.
Because I was touched with what you were saying. There was some discussion. We have, oh, Lord, and bring it back. It was a very interesting topic. Yeah. And you were praying about it.
Yeah.
So as I got here, I sat in the car quietly till it became your prayers.
And that's where you left.
Because I had to rush on air as well. So, okay, so K Kwaku_Mankwa says, tell Mr. Jeshrun that I just sent my breakfast to him. I just love this particular song of his. God bless him to the max.
Where is the breakfast?
Well, he sent a screenshot of Nyankopon, Jeshrun worshipersgh.com. I think it's a site they post gospel stuff. So.
I thought it was breakfast like Momo or something like that.
Jacko Sealfly says, I really like his songs, very nice of him. Okay, there are more messages coming. Sege_ Omega says, I started mine from primary school till now. Now that I'm out of school for 5 years now, I sometimes try to come over it, but it's very hard. I wish I'm out of this. Charlie. Jacob's Fly comes back to say, I got to like him when he came to my church, ICC Narrowgate, 2 years ago. Richard Kranchian Kuma says, and concerning this masturbation issue, Pastor Chris Oyakilome said it's not a sin because it's your own body, but I strongly disagree with him. Really. Never heard him talk.
Well, I think that video was just cut out of context. Okay. Yeah, it's just a short part of it.
Right. Oji Wangana says, please ask him, it's like Live FM is no more in the airwaves. Well, he just explained. Kofi Song says, Andy, Kofi Dizzy says, good morning, can you help me have his number, please? Okay. Tuesday. Tuesday. Now people are reaching me in my inbox.
But I think one day, Andy, let's take time and talk about this. I have testimonies of people who were able to break and women. Hey, Andy,
women who masturbate. I was saying they're normal and they say so what you it's a
I mean, they're name,
I don't know.
Nam can say yeah problem. But I be like, the sisters all compete.
So you're performing on Adum Praise?
Yeah. On Friday. Friday's when tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. Tomorrow.
How prepared are you?
We had a whole day rehearsal yesterday and the day before.
Fantastic.
Like Me there, right now, my problem is say Charles Nye and coach should give me more time.
That you want to perform
if they give me
more
just,
performance time.
Yeah, yes. If they give me just 5 minutes extra, I'm done.
But how long are you? How long will you be on stage?
I'll be on stage for 20. They said 20 plus, but I said they should add to it. Just some. Oh yeah, I take my music seriously. For me, it's a tool to dispense like the giftings that are in me. You know, the power of God, the healing grace. You know, that God has put on my life. Everywhere we've ministered by the grace of God, there are testimonies, and I know your listeners will attest to that. And I want to invite everybody tune into Adum TV, I guess, and all our social media handles. We'll be streaming. I love the fact that it's going to be virtual because it also proves the power of God has no limitation.
Right.
And I'm telling you, just dress and take your handkerchief and
yes, thank you, there.
Yes,
I don't praise there. It comes with that's your ticket.
Yeah.
It comes with 2 handkerchiefs. Not be say 1 or 2. Like they come dance bobo. You forget your handkerchief.
It works,
that one there. Yeah, man. So I'll be watching you tomorrow.
Thank you, bro.
I'll be watching you.
Thank you.
So tomorrow, let's all tune in and watch Adum Praise, the virtual edition. Yebehim. I don't know if you guys want to add something.
Oh, not really. Good morning.
I like you
really much. It was just the masturbating part that really brought me. I was in the car listening.
Have you stopped?
Oh, whether masturbating. Masturbating is not the sin, no, it's not. I share Pastor Chris's opinion. It's not because
well, you have your opinion,
I understand.
No.
Let me explain. Because
and I'm saying I understand.
Okay, let me. You want me to end here?
Yeah, thantbecause when you did it, no one rebuked you.
No, I don't do it. But I don't I don't do it, but once in a while as a man or as a child.
No, you don't do it, but once in a while.
I mean, like growing up before I tried it before.
But when you grew
when
up,
they say we've you are doing.
It's not. I want the brother to know that he's not the only person who has been doing this, and it's not the sin. You shouldn't feel guilty about it. Like.
I come up for inside the years.
But because masturbating happens even when you are having sex, you masturbate. So we do it on a regular basis. But probably because you don't do it or you used to do it when you were alone.
Morning,
right? You know this guy.
No, I need to explain.
You see, Mr. Logic here. I'm sure on the day of reckoning, if Jesus appears, you say, "Look at this guy. Do you think this is Jesus?" No. Once everybody will be bowing down to the Almighty, this guy will stand up and say, "Charlie, can you be Jesus? How did you turn water into wine? Make a drink and see." Even if he tells it.
Seriously, I mean, masturbating is not a sin. There's nowhere in the Bible that says that. Whatever, if we say we believe in the Bible, then we'll have to go and look in the Bible. If the Bible says that to masturbate is sin. If it's not there in the Bible, then it's not.
When did the Bible tell you to wake up in the morning, come and speak
all
on
the things
radio?
that are bad and forbidden.
Are you listening?
Come again.
When did the Bible tell you to wake up in the morning, come and speak on radio? Where?
I mean that's like a human.
Good. So until you find it in the Bible, it's no sin.
Of me. I have to work.
What
so
I'm
you
saying
get up
is,
and go to work.
So.
But seriously, I mean, do you share what I'm saying? It's not a sin.
Okay, I understand.
Unless we don't believe what's in the Bible.
Okay,
Andy has interrupted.
I'm not interrupted.
I didn't make my point.
No, you've made your point. Premier, good morning.
Andy, good morning.
I know you stop long time.
Hey, I disassociate myself. But I think there's this quotation in the Bible that talks
about masturbating.
That is related to masturbation. Oh yes. Oh. Yeah. It talks about self-control, and I think there's even a story about somebody who did something like that in the Bible.
Yeah.
Yes. And so
that was Jacob's son.
David.
Logic. Okay, so Pastor and Dr.
Even David
Pastor
killed
Logic.
someone for his wife.
But it's in the Bible. Am I the one who wrote the Bible?
So would you kill?
I won't kill. But David did it and he's still God's beloved.
And it's going to be a very long discussion if I engage Mr. Logic.
No,
but the truth of the matter is that
I'm ready.
The truth of the matter is that there are some issues like alcohol, like masturbation and co that are gray areas. They are not necessarily sins, but the Bible also speaks about weights.
Weight.
putting aside every sin and weight that so easily beset us. You know, there are things that hold you down. They become, that's what we call addictions. So they become like Andy was talking about, this guy who was going for an interview.
Yes.
And they pull you back. And they can also lead to sins.
As in sins.
For example, there's nowhere expressly in the Bible that you
flesh.
That's what we are talking about.
As in rape and stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I think that's a personal behavior.
But
on the part of
not a
everybody.
personal behavior.
Is it?
It's on the part of individuals to decide whether they want to rape or not rape. Masturbating would never encourage or push me to rape. It's a personal thing. The reason why I don't share the idea, I'm only saying that, you know, you recall that you stopped masturbating 12 years ago, and now you are fine. I mean, like you feel you are cool now, and I'm saying that I don't see anything wrong with masturbating.
Well, I mean,
because we masturbate every day. Even sexy service masturbating
All
itself.
right, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So, please. Do
you
know coitus?
I don't know if it's role play or it's like you're serious, but
I am serious. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm serious, boss.
Do you know coitus interruptus? Even that.
I know coitus interruptus.
Yes, even that in the Bible, they say it's
I think someone.
God is against that. So if that's so. And look at a try version. That one's a God.
then the masturbation with the Pro Max.
The problem I have.
No, I'm not judging. I'm just.
Where did you meet God? Where God tell you say Ibo?
Andy,
where did you meet him?
Allow Premier.
Let's just go so that we deal with this issue because it will feel as if I'm countering your faith.
No, me my faith. No.
There are certain principles. There are certain social principles that we assume that God is angry with.
Allow Premier to finish his submission.
Let me just allow.
But Logic, are you a Christian?
I'm a traditionalist.
Okay.
Just a Christian. Yes, I'm a traditionalist.
I understand you.
Because
I believe in Christ, but I'm not a follower.
Yeah, but you're a traditionalist. Yeah.
I mean,
I understand you.
There's something that I haven't seen in the Bible, which is I've not seen any quotation that speaks against smoking directly. So that one, if people are smoking, that one I can't really.
That's why we place those things under the category of weight.
That one there is that one. I'll go into Logic's position if you go that tangent. So allow them to be.
Which one? The weights?
No. I mean, people. There are some people who read just to get direct. They want to have example like fornication. It says flee from fornication. That one is direct. You can't do anything about it. No compromising. You can't do anything about it. But
you see, the Bible does not have only direct implications for us. Okay. There are things that are not expressly stated in the Constitution of Ghana, but there are laws that can be interpreted to cover those areas. That's how you should look at the Bible.
It's good you said interpretation is fine. So I don't want us to take the shine of this interview.
Thank you.
I mean, please, let's not take the shine of this interview. I've actually
things are just philosophies or ideologies, and if you are not careful.
So Elombini is speaking.
I believe in the Bible. I believe in the message you share in your songs.
Elombini is speaking. Says, Senior, good morning. Please, why do transformed Christians who used to smoke but changed always trying to attribute smoking to the devil? These Rasta men, once you touch smoking or you touch them. Now it says, how about pastors or clergy who preach nicely but still smoke everything in capital letters? Why is smoking justified with the devil by Christians often? I need some education, please.
That one there, like I said.
Then he said they should stop confusing us.
I haven't seen anything. But
it's strange, it's not in the Bible, no smoking.
No, that one I have not seen it. There's nothing directly. Yeah. That one there, not directly. But Andy, with Jeshrun, I mean, I think he's done well, his team that he started working with, they've done well because they've actually gone through a certain process that professionally is one of the things that I do for some of my clients, because you need to pick up a generation, build a generation, identify your target market, deal with them, and you hammer it again and again and again. And that's what I think the likes of him, Joe Mettle, even Kwesi Otin has also been able to do to some extent. But then the likes of him and Joe Mettle, I think they've really been able to do or capitalize on that. And I think they've done well, because to pick up is a difficult thing, because it will take you about 10 8 years, 7 years just to achieve this, because you pick up a generation, senior high school, grow them to first year, level 100, level 200, level 300, and then now as they are in level 100, 200, 300, as they progress, you are also gradually building another audience share from another lower angle. So by the time those who have you picked from senior high school get through to university, finish, start working, it's a whole market you have. And that's what Joe Metal is enjoying now. Yeah. And Jeshrun is also enjoying that people may not understand. It's a whole generation that they prepare.
Andy, you'll be shocked that it's just these young people that pay for conference center, August worship, bringing all these artists from outside Ghana. Like young people.
Because now these young people have entered into the corporate world or into the business world. And they are the young ones now. And so that's a generation that they've picked and groomed, and then they've come a long way with. I know within the line or along the line, they still go back, pick another generation, and then grow with them gradually. And that's what will sustain their brand.
Right.
And so I think they've done a massive work.
And you can
that was actually our agenda for 2020 until COVID. You know, we're going to do a lot of high school and tertiary talk.
Get me involved.
And I think
of course, because I used to, you remember the World Bank project? We were touring schools.
Yeah.
And I'll go and perform, I believe in.
Yeah, I think the youths are following yourself and Joe because of how you guys have urbanized Christianity. It used to be like an old-fashioned thing.
Yeah.
Like old people were the ones we know used to sing in church. Like the church choir is always made up of
Old people.
So I think that's what the youthfulness that have been brought into the church is part of it.
It's true.
So yeah,
it's true.
So church, we should understand that God has everything for free. Everything. Life is free.
One logic.
I don't want to talk again.
Jeshrun,
I like your song. Seriously.
So I'll be watching you tomorrow.
Andy, let me say
Thank
this.
you very
The part
much.
where you said that the music in the song,
Yes.
it made me understood that you are very technical. I mean, for someone to say the music in the song, it means the person understands music.
Yes, true.
Big up yourself. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Charlie, so let's end it all with the song "Satisfy." You featured
Irene Logan, amazing lady.
Yeah,
amazing
Irene.
voice. I think we should soak that one.
Yeah, remember Irene was in a group with Efia.
Irene and Jane.
Irene and Jane.
Irene and Jane.
Give me going. Ah, Lord. Charlie, Jeshrun, thank you very much.
Thank you
man.
so much.
And I wish you all the best. Tomorrow we're going to watch you
please,
perform.
everybody,
Let's
listen.
all
If you
tune in.
love Eric Jeshrun and my music, please. I think some of my brothers are also on there. I know Emoji is on. I know Celestine is on.
Elder Miracle.
Elder Miracle. And please tune in, share. Once you're watching, please share and let somebody also. And I want to say a big thank you to Multimedia. Happy 25th anniversary.
Thank you.
And big thank you to you, Andy Dusty. Thank you to Logic and everybody. Mr. Hagler and the entire team, thank you so much to Hitz FM for having us this morning.
Well, people are asking of your number. Are you going to put it out?
0266.
You give a number they can reach you, because okay, so I've started getting messages in my inbox. I mean, private conversations. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
So, there's one I'm trying to engage to even ask what the problem is, because I get them often.
Yeah,
I get them often, and I help.
I mean, if you have Andy's number, or if you reach out to Andy, I'm sure you get a number that comes directly to me. But if it's for business and ministry, 0266 000 330, 0266 000 330 on WhatsApp, or 020 9291 700. I'm a lot more on WhatsApp, and we appreciate if you just drop us a message. It'll be easy to just text and send voice notes and all of that very often.
Thank you very much for coming.
This is Hitz.